Hello, my name is Yunus Aksoy and I'm a student in South American College. Today I will be analyzing a vignette uh, from the book The House on Mango Street, which is written by Sandra Sinceros. The House on the Mango Street is about a girl named Esperanza, who is an immigrant from Mexico who lives in Chicago. Throughout the book, many people tries to influence her with their own opinions, and this affects Esperanza in many ways, such as her identity, her sexuality, and finally, Esperanza gets sick of this and decides to leave the Mango Street to start a new life. Esperanza reveals her name for the first time. She explains that it means hope in English, but in Spanish it means sadness and waiting. She got the name from her great-grandmother, and they were both born in the Chinese year of the horse. In their culture, this means bad fortune for the woman born in this year. But Esperanza doesn't believe this, and says that the Chinese, like the Mexicans, want their woman to be weak. Esperanza tells the reader about her great-grandmother. She was a wild horse of a woman who did not want to get married, but Esperanza's great-grandfather forced her to. She never forgave her husband and spent her whole life looking out of the window. Esperanza states that she does not want to inherit her grandmother's place by the window along with her name. Esperanza describes how her name is pronounced differently in Spanish and in English and at school. She wants to change her name to something that shows her true and absolute identity. She decides that a name like ZZDX would suffice. In the packages, it states that we should connect our vignettes to the themes according to the general themes that has been underlined in several pages. In other words, we should only connect it with one theme. But I believe the vignette My Name is a significant one, which I feel the responsibility to connect it with many themes, nearly all the themes that has been stated. Esperanza starts to find out that words have power through the names. Her name is symbolic of both her current state and the book itself, sad and longing to escape, but also hopeful and strong. Esperanza's thoughts on weak women is stated in the vignette, and even though she is young, we can say that she partially understands the sexual problems in the society. Woman trapped and looking out of the window will become a repeated symbol throughout the book. The original Esperanza, which is Esperanza's great-grandmother, is the first trapped woman in the story, and Esperanza doesn't want to share the same destiny with her. She understands that being strong like a horse can be a good thing, but the face, wild horse of a woman shows us the community she is in, sees strong woman in a non-feminine way. Esperanza's desire to change her name shows both an understanding of the power of language and a desire of her own identity and agency. Also, we can see that the society has expectations such as wanting others, or can be stated as strangers, to be like them. So the expectations from the society makes Esperanza wanting to lose her cultural burden, which she carries through her name. Changing your name and denying your true heritage may cause you hardships during the journey of self-definition and defining your identity, not only personality-based, but also sexually, which the reader can see the struggle of identification throughout the whole book. Sandra Sinceros' writing style in the novel The House on Mango Street mainly groups around two genres, poetry and short story. The novel is written in a series of short and poetic vignettes that make it easy to read. These unique things that Sinceros uses in her novel, such as the simpleness of the language and the short and poetic vignettes, is the foundation of her style. First of all, her vignettes are easy to read. So readable, in fact, that you can pick up this book, open it to any page, and make sense of what's going on without having any idea of what came before or what's going to happen next. Each chapter or vignette is its own self-contained story while still working as part of the overall whole. Secondly, her style is poetic. If I meant poetic, do not understand the old type of poetry like William Shakespeare's. The language is basic and easy to understand. By poetic, I mean Sincero's vignettes are full of imagery, metaphors, and word games. Such as in the vignette My Name, Esperanza says that strong women are like horses. This is a metaphor which shows us how men sees strong women in the society. Also, many word games and imagery has been used, such as a wild horse of a woman. I believe also the word group placed by the window is also a good example which defines the style of Sandra Sinceros, because this word group has a message which is the gender-based expectations of men towards women, which accept them to sit at home all day. It has a meaning that everyone can understand and it's not hard to spot.